Using niche Facebook groups for picking up clients online. So by the end of this summit, you're going to learn step by step how to use these private Facebook groups to attract clients. And what that means is you're going to be able to get these clients messaging you about your product or service instead of you having to chase after them. You're also going to learn how to self-promote properly on Facebook so you're seen as the trusted advisor or the trusted authority instead of a spammer. And I'm going to show you some case studies and some success examples, so to speak, and you're going to be able to see how this process goes down. What we're not going to be talking about in this lesson. So we're not going to be talking about advice like get likes for your page or how to get more likes for your page, because as we know already, we cannot take likes to the bank and cash it for money. We're not going to be talking about posting a lot of content and use pretty images. And we're not going to be talking about advertising or boosting your page post or any of those advertising related tactics. We're not going to be talking about advice like add people to your friends list and message them and pitch them your offer, because that's likely to get you banned. So bottom line, we're not going to be talking about the typical saturated spammy tactics. Alright, so this is what the process looks like by following the API framework. These are the steps. Step number 1, you're going to find these private Facebook groups where your target customers are hanging out in. So basically, they're paying their attention to these private Facebook groups. Step number 2 is to introduce yourself and engage in the discussions through answering questions. So you're not going to be posting random stuff, but rather you're going to be posting answers to the questions that people are asking. Number 3 is to create content, again, addressing popular problems and providing solutions to popular problems. And then you want to open yourself up for questions. Step number 5 is to rinse and repeat the process and follow up leads with your paid offer. So let's take a look. Case study number 1. So this first group is for coaches, authors, and entrepreneurs, and it basically teaches people the necessary online marketing skills. So this group is quite active. As you can see, there are over 2,000 members in this group. And this person came into this group, started answering questions, and then he ended up posting this post. So the summary of this post is this person addressed the common problems people are running into, creating a ton of content but seeing no results. And then he provided this solution, which is a simple 3-step process that gets anyone started up for their online business in generating leads and generating clients. He goes into detail on explaining how the process works, and at the end of this post, as you can see, he put in this call to action for people to ask questions. As you can see, he got a lot of likes and he got a lot of comments for this post, and everyone loved it. People are saying it's excellent and really insightful. And at the end of these comments, he included another link to his paid offer here. Well, it's a free offer that leads to a paid offer. Let's see how he followed the API framework. So he first provided value by answering 2 questions, and then he drew everyone's attention to the problem that they're experiencing, which is spending way too much time creating content and getting no results from the effort. And then he positioned himself as the problem solver by teaching this simplistic system for building an online business and getting clients. After that, he invited pursuit by opening himself up for questions and linking to his paid offer. And the result that he received from this post was that he established himself as the authority in this group, and he also got a bunch of qualified leads that he can follow up with. Also, he got perpetual traffic to his blog because all the new members to that group would scroll down to read through the post, and they would see his post and see how it's popular, read through it, gain the value, and then click through to his blog. Case study number 2, blog building topic. So this group is dedicated to people that are looking to start a blog. And if you know anything about blog building, then you know that guest blogging is one of the most crucial parts to building online traffic and establishing a blog. But most people get stuck when they're trying to get guest blogging opportunities because it's not really easy to do. So this person basically came in at answering to all the guest blogging questions, and he posted this offer for a free course, and these templates, offering these templates and scripts on how to get started with guest blogging. So as you can see, many people liked it. 68 people liked the post, and he got over 50 comments on this post. Scrolling through the comments, you can see everyone loved it. Everyone is asking for the actual thing. Everyone's saying, count me in. And they are very interested in this free course and these templates. So taking a look through the API framework, first of all, he added value by answering to the common questions, and then he drew the attention of the target market to the problem, which is they are unsure of how to go about in guest posting. And he positioned himself as the problem solver by offering proven scripts and templates for guest posting. And then he invited pursuit. And he said, if there's enough demand, I'll create this free course. Sharing is caring. And as a result, he established himself as the authority in the group, and he generated many more than 20 qualified leads that he can now follow up with for coaching service. And he made many friends. Now, going through a personal example, this is for my publishing coaching service. So going through the steps, step number 1 is to find the Facebook group where the target customers are hanging out in. So if I put in the publishing keyword into the search bar for Facebook, then all these different groups would pop up. In this case, I have this Pat Flynn's First Kindle Book group that I can join. And you can see that there are many members in this group. There are over 11,000 members currently in this group. Step number 2, introduce myself and engage in the discussions. So I post up posts like these in these Facebook groups. So these posts get the discussion going and it creates a dialogue. And this is really good because people get to see that I am participating in these discussions and I am someone who is active within the group. So this one is basically asking who's got informational based products out and who's published Kindle books and who's looking to publish Kindle books. Step number 3 is to create content addressing popular problems and provide solution. So I know that most Kindle book publishers are struggling with their sales numbers. So I posted this post teaching a simple trick to tweak the table of contents for these Kindle books for improving sales. And you can see that a lot of people liked it. 32 people liked the post and I got a lot of comments on it. Okay. Step number 4 is to open yourself up for questions. So at the end of that post, I had this call to action. Let me know if you have questions on the process. Step number 5 is to rinse, repeat, and receive these private messages and follow leads up with paid offer. Now, these examples or these messages that I received are not in chronological order, but I just want to show you what these messages look like when you receive them. So this person messaged me through Facebook with questions. This person is someone who is from the Philippines actually, and he's looking for information on enrolling in one of my publishing courses. And this person also is looking for the access to one of my courses. This person actually tagged me in one of the posts asking for advice. And you'll also get direct emails like one of these, people asking you for advice. So these are all leads that you can follow up with. Sometimes you'll also get local people contacting you. So these people are from your city. And this guy saw my stuff and is wondering if I do consulting. Here's a note though, the API process takes time and effort. In other words, it is challenging for you to implement this process because if it was easy, then everyone would be doing it already, right? But you know, the truth is nobody is doing this. So if you actually take your time and you put in your effort in following through with this process, you get to gain all the rewards. And here's a tip for maximizing results. You can repurpose your popular posts for different groups. So if you remember the post that I was talking about the trick for tweaking the table of contents for Kindle books, I repurposed this post for different groups to get the most juice out of it, so to speak. Alright, so this is the Facebook strategy recap. Step 1, you want to find the private Facebook groups where your target customers are hanging out in. You want to then introduce yourself and engage in the discussions through answering questions. You want to then create content addressing popular questions and provide the solution. Step number 4 is to open yourself up for questions. Step number 5 is to rinse and repeat the process and receive the private messages from your leads and follow these leads up with your offer. So Add value, attention to problem, position yourself as a problem solver, and then you want to invite pursuit. So why does this work? Well, the target customers see your helpful content addressing the problems that they're experiencing, and they realize that you are the problem solver. And from there, they contact you for more help if they need more help, and then they sign up for your service. This is what I want you to do now. First, you want to go ahead to the website to grab the cheat sheet and presentation slides so you can refer to them as you're going through the process. And you want to subscribe, playlist, favorite, and comment if you haven't done so already. And this is my suggestion. Do research on the 3 to 5 niche Facebook groups that your target customers are hanging out in and join these groups. You want to introduce yourself and set a commitment to post once per day in each one of these groups. You don't have to post anything extensive, but become seen as someone who is active within the community. And then proceed to the YouTube Summit.